You think terrible commutes are normal? Traffic jams, noisy roads, sidewalks squeezed next to highways? It feels like cities were built for cars, not people. Japan decided to challenge that idea completely. A writer visiting Tokyo expected chaos. After all, he was entering the world's biggest urban area, home to roughly 37 million people. Instead, what surprised him most was how calm it felt. The reason? Far fewer cars than you'd expect. In Tokyo, only a small share of trips happen by car. Many streets are so narrow that cars barely fit at all. Unlike places where owning a car feels necessary, Japan designed huge parts of city life around people first. It completely changes how we think cities should work. In Tokyo, public transportation isn't a backup plan. It's the system. So how did Japan pull this off? It started with one surprisingly simple rule that changed everything. In most countries, when you buy a car, you just buy it. You figure out parking later. But in Japan, it's the other way around. Before you can even register a car, you have to get what's called a garage certificate from the local police. This is exactly what it sounds like. You have to prove you have a dedicated private off-street spot to park it. And to make sure nobody tries to cheat the system, another law makes it completely illegal to park your car on the street overnight. Anywhere. This one smart move instantly gets rid of the biggest problem in most cities: drivers circling the block, hunting for a free spot. In Japan, free street parking for residents just doesn't exist. The results are staggering. In Tokyo, there are only about half as many cars per household as in a city like San Francisco. And compared to the rest of Japan, Tokyo's car ownership rate is almost 3 times lower. It makes perfect sense when you see the streets. One urban planning expert found that 86% of Japanese roads are so narrow, a parked car would completely block traffic. So the law isn't just about forcing people out of cars. It's an incredibly clever solution to a real physical problem. It forces car owners to pay for the actual space their vehicle takes up, instead of letting them store their private property on public streets for free. But getting rid of cars is only half the battle. You have to give people a better option. And Japan's solution is brilliant. Instead of building a city around a single massive downtown, Tokyo is designed as a web of interconnected villages. One of Japan's most famous architects described it perfectly. Tokyo is a collection of small villages rather than one big city. And at the heart of every single one of those villages, a train station. After World War II, when Japan was rebuilding, it made a huge choice. Instead of copying the American model of highways and suburbs, it decided to build its future around public transport. This one decision changed everything. In Tokyo, the train station isn't just a place you pass through. It's the center of life. The best shops, restaurants, offices, and apartments are all clustered within a few minutes' walk of the station. Everything you need for your daily life is right there, easily accessible on foot. This creates a powerful effect. There's a famous saying that a developed country isn't a place where poor people have cars. It's a place where rich people use public transport. In Tokyo, that's not just a clever quote. It's reality. The train is for everyone because it's simply the best and smartest way to get around. The results are incredible. In a city as massive as Tokyo, only 12% of all trips are made by private car. Think about that. It's not that people are forced out of their cars. They choose to leave them behind because the city is designed to make the train the most convenient option. It's a system that instantly makes walking and public transit the default, not the alternative. So what makes these little villages around the train stations actually feel like villages? It comes down to a brilliantly simple idea that's the total opposite of how most cities in the West are designed. Think about where you live. Chances are it's a residential area. The grocery store is a 5-minute drive away in a commercial area. And your office is a 30-minute drive to a completely different part of town. We build our cities in these strict, separate boxes, which instantly forces everyone to own a car just to live a normal life. Japan's approach is smarter. They just don't do that. Their rules are incredibly flexible. They allow a small bookstore to open up next to an apartment building, or a little restaurant to pop up on the corner of a quiet street. This freedom lets neighborhoods evolve naturally to serve the people who actually live there. The result is that your daily life becomes incredibly convenient, and it all happens on foot. Imagine walking out your door and having a grocery store, a couple of cafes, your doctor's office, and even a small park all within a 5-minute pleasant stroll. As one person living in Tokyo perfectly described it, everything I need on a daily basis is within walking distance. And that's a comfortable walk as well, not some small footpath next to a noisy 6-lane highway. When life is designed this way, the need for a car just melts away. Why would you pay for insurance, gas, and parking when everything you need is a short, safe walk from your front door? The numbers back this up completely. In the entire city of Tokyo, there are only 0.32 cars for every household. It's not a sacrifice. It's just the logical choice when your neighborhood is built for you, not your car. All of this creates an environment where walking isn't just possible. It's genuinely pleasant and, most importantly, incredibly safe. And that safety comes from a very simple, clever design choice that flips the usual rules of the road completely upside down. Think about the streets in most cities. They're wide, straight, and designed to move cars as fast as possible. Pedestrians get a tiny sliver of concrete on the side, almost as an afterthought. Japan does the opposite. Many of their neighborhood streets are intentionally narrow. So narrow, in fact, that over a third of them are physically too small for a car to even drive down. And get this, an incredible 86% of their streets are too tight for a car to pull over without blocking the entire road. This is a brilliant automatic way to calm traffic. There are no speed bumps or angry signs needed. The design itself forces drivers to be slow, cautious, and hyper-aware. They're a guest in a space that belongs to people on foot. The result of all this is a level of safety that feels like a fantasy in most other developed countries. It's so safe that it's completely normal for a 6-year-old child to walk to school by themselves. Think about that. There are no school-run traffic jams, just kids confidently walking through their neighborhoods. This isn't because of some magic cultural difference. It's the direct result of smart, simple design. When you build streets for people first, you don't just get a quieter city. You build a place where kids can be independent and where communities feel truly connected. It all boils down to a fundamental choice, a philosophy that's the complete opposite of how most cities are built. The goal wasn't to create one giant sprawling metropolis. Instead, the focus was on building a city for people. One of Japan's most famous architects, Kengo Kuma, explained it perfectly. He said Tokyo isn't one big city at all. It's a collection of small villages, and that's exactly what it feels like. You get this strange but wonderful effect. A massive megacity that somehow feels calm, quiet, and local. It's like a futuristic village, where everything is built on a human scale. This didn't happen by accident. Another legendary urban designer, Fumihiko Maki, pointed out that Tokyo's neighborhoods were never forced into a rigid, car-focused grid. Instead, they were allowed to evolve naturally over time, shaped by the real-life needs of the people living there. The result? is a city built for walking, for community, and for simply living. And the numbers show just how incredibly well this works. In Tokyo, a tiny 12% of all trips are taken by car. That's the lowest of any wealthy city on the entire planet. The vast majority of people get around by walking or using public transit. This is reflected in who even owns a car. In Tokyo, there's only about one car for every 3 households. Compare that to the rest of Japan, where the average is more than one car for every single home. When you decide to put people first, you don't just get a more pleasant city. You get a place that fundamentally works better for everyone who lives there. When you truly put people first, the results speak for themselves. In a giant city like Tokyo, with 37 million people, only a tiny 12% of trips happen by car. Think about that for a second. Instead, nearly 1/5 of all journeys are by bike. And a mind-blowing 30 million people ride the trains every single day, making it the most used public transport system on Earth. What does this mean? It means Tokyo has far cleaner air than any other city its size. It totally flips the idea of what a modern, successful city looks like. As one politician put it, a truly developed place isn't where poor people drive cars, but where even the rich use public transport. Japan shows us that our terrible commutes don't have to be normal, that cities can be built for us, not our vehicles. They prove that there's a different way forward, one that makes cities work instantly for everyone. If you're ready to keep exploring how seemingly simple ideas can radically change our world, hit that subscribe button. Don't miss what else we uncover about how things could be if we just dared to try.